Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Today's topic is going to be how to read and use multimeters. Now, many of you who have downloaded the mother loads and received some of my other indicators know I like to use multimeters. But some people are still a little confused over how to read them and how to use them. Well, let's start off with the simplest one, which is the candle color multimeter. What the candle color multimeter tells you is what the candle color is on each of the different time frames for the particular currency pair that you're looking at. So let's just say you're looking at the euro. M1 red means you've got a red candle. M5 red, M15 red, M30 red, H1 red, H4 red. But the daily is green, weekly green, monthly green. So in other words, you can be looking at the information from 9 charts, but you don't have to look at 9 charts. So what you have to understand is that at the beginning of the hour, all of these will be the same color. So let's just say this is the beginning of the hour and price starts to drop. Well, let's say it continues to drop for the next 4 minutes. Then all of a sudden, price turns around and goes up. So you get green here, but it's still down on the 5. Well, let's say it continues to go up. So over the next couple of minutes, so now we're 7 minutes into the hour. The new M5 candle's green, M1's green. Notice that it's matching the D1 color. And so all of a sudden price is turning around. Now price may be green on M15, and since it's turned around, maybe it's come up through that open price of the hour and turned them all green. So that's how to read and interpret the candle color multimeter. Now, the latest one I've been talking about price turn, where if you have a candle that's red followed by a candle that's green, we say price turned up. Where if the next candle is red, we're saying price is turned down. Now if the next candle is red, what we're saying is price is continuing down or trending down, and then we could have a price turn, and now price is going up. So we also have a multimeter. I coded a multimeter for price turn. Now some people say, well, isn't that the same as candle color? No, it's not, because to determine what it's doing turning, it needs 2 bars or 2 candles. It needs the current and the previous. So you see here, if the previous candle's green and the current candle's green, you're going to have a turn up. I'm sorry, what you'll have is you'll have a trending up. And in fact, let's use blue. I'm limited on markers here, but on the multimeters and on just about all of my indicators, in the inputs, you can determine what the candle color is. So, current green, previous green, blue means it's trending up. Current red, previous red, let's use black for down. If the previous is green and the current is red, then it just turned down. If the previous red and the current's green, then it just turned up. So what would happen is, let's just say, in this case on the monthly, it's been trending up. And let's say the ditto for the weekly. But let's say on the daily, yesterday was red, today's green, so it's turning up. Now, what this tells you is, right here, you can say the trend is up. So in other words, what we want to do is, as some traders, they want to get in on the pullbacks. So what they're looking for would be a turn down and then a turn up to get in, because they want to go with the trend. So for example, if price turned down on H4, it'd have to have 2 reds in a row. That should be clear. So let's say it also had turned down here. Now, 2 reds in a row is black. So what can happen next? If it's black, meaning 2 reds in a row, it's either going to stay black or it's going to turn up. So if you see price turning up on one of these lower, on a lower time frame, that means it's pulled back and it's turning up. And that's when you want to get into the trade. So for example, if you see price turns up on M1 and then you see price turns up on M5, that's telling you price is now agreeing with the longer term trend, and that's an indication you might want to enter the trade. Now maybe you're waiting for a turn up, for price to turn up on H1 before you get in. So you just sit back and wait, and you'll see when it turns up, that's when you want to jump in. So I hope that makes it a little bit clearer on how to read and how to interpret, how to use these indicators, the multimeter style indicators. Because once again, instead of looking at 9 different charts, you can put these indicators up, look at the chart that from the time frame you like to trade off of, but always be aware of what's going on in the other time frames. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And as always, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it.